Hey everybody, so today we're putting together an impromptu video on portals. How to use portals, how to find portals, how to use the GPS coordinates to find the content that I'm providing you, finding the ships and different things. So we're going to go through this together. I've had some people ask me about this, so I thought it's very important to have a video on my channel to stay here and help you out. Before we head out, there's a couple things you're going to want to make sure you have before you head out to the monolith and the portal. This way you don't have to travel back and forth. Each of the 16 glyphs are charged with different elements. The quantity will depend on which element you're going to be using. We're going to have earth elements, fuel elements, catalytic elements, and stellar elements. The earth elements are dihydrogen, deuterium, cobalt, ionized cobalt, or salt. The organic or fuel elements are going to be carbon, condensed carbon, or oxygen. The catalytic elements are either going to be sodium or sodium nitrate. Last but not least, the stellar elements are either going to be copper, cadmium, emerald, indium, or activated copper. The monolith is going to ask for an offering. Depending on the system you're in and the prominent race, you'll either want to have Gek relics, Korvax casings, or Viking effigies. I've also seen them ask for units and also nanites. If you're in a Kovac system, bring some Atlantium if you've reached a certain point where you've met a certain race of aliens. Now that we have all those items gathered and ready to go, we're going to get the last item that we need to find the monolith and in turn find the portal. Our final step before heading out is heading to a cartographer at any standard station. We're going to want to talk to him and we're going to want to ask him about exchanging specific charts. Here we're going to want the alien cartographic data. Kind of looks like a knowledge stone, the little icon there. Grab about 4 or 5 of these, just in case, and you'll see why in a moment. Now let's head out in our spaceship, head out into space, and we could do this one of 2 ways. We can go to a planet if we want a specific planet's portal, or we can do this from space. I'm doing this from space to make it easy. We're going to want to pull out our planetary chart, go ahead and fire it up. Now in this case, it landed on an alien artifact, which is not what we want, but that's okay. I was hoping this would happen so I could show you. Because that alien plaque, that's just going to give us knowledge. We're going to fire it up again. And this time it comes with an alien monolith. This is what we want. There's also going to be other things that will pop up. That's why we grabbed multiple of the charts. Let's go ahead and head to the monolith now. And I'll show you the next steps. Once we get to the monolith, it is very important to go directly to the monolith. We do not want to interrupt this restore point. Once at the monolith, it can ask us either one or a series of questions. In this particular case, it's going to give us a scenario. I feel I am being watched. I turn but can't see potential assailant, but I know with burning certainty that they are there. Somewhere out there on the alien landscape, someone is about to launch an attack. Suddenly, the words of an unknown power blaze through me. Traveler, retreat. Korvax echoes give blank, move back. I'm going to select stand still. I'm going to go against what the monolith is telling me here to prove or to show a scenario. So if I stand still, there's no reaction from the monolith. This means that I've made a mistake. I've answered or reacted incorrectly. So at this point, I want to reload from my restore point. This way, I have the opportunity to go back and answer correctly. Now that we've restored from that restore point, let's head back to the monolith and try to answer this correctly. It's going to be the same scenario in this case. Once again, watch out. someone's going to attack me. Monolith tells me to move back. This time we're going to move back. As you can see, I quickly move back, allowing bright, and the monolith is actually reacting now. Light goes up in the air. That shows that we completed this task as the monolith asked for. Now we can move forward. So now we can talk to the monolith again, where previously we couldn't. The agent said it happened to the monolith, accept my presence. So let's locate a portal. And in this case, it's asking for 1 Korvax casing because we're on a Korvax planet. Now that we've done that, we have an icon for the portal. This is what we were looking for. Great job so far. While we're here at the monolith, there's a couple things we can do. Let's absolutely go to our knowledge stones and grab our works. There's 3 knowledge stones at all these monoliths. If you have reached a certain point of the game, this is going to show up here. And this is what we needed that Atlanteum for. Let's go ahead, if this is here for you, go ahead and charge this up. And we're going to want to look at the technology. This is going to be for the Atlantean multi-tool. These multi-tools are absolutely the best at mining. You can go for minutes without this thing ever overheating with that runic lens. Grab one of these. They've got some really great designs. Some are white and gold, some are the red and black, or the black and red. So grab these up. Very important. Great tool. The monolith will have given you a mission. Delete this thing. My OCD demands I delete. Now it's time to travel to the portal location. There's only going to be 1 portal on each planet, but each planet will have a portal. Once we arrive at the portal, we're going to see another one of these terminals. This is where we're going to find our 16 glyphs and where we charge them. We're going to have 4 of these that are going to accept earth charges, 4 that are going to accept catalytic charges, 4 for the fuel charges or organic charges like there, and 4 that are going to take the stellar charges. So go ahead and fill these up. I did them in order of type. You can do this however you want. Don't worry about the order of things here. Congratulations, you have now located and activated a portal. Now we're ready to add glyphs. This is where you're going to grab the glyph from, let's say, certain YouTubers' S-Class ship video, wink, wink. But do be careful if you're tabbing back and forth between screens. When you come back, always click in the empty area, because if you don't do that, you may enter the previous glyph and you cannot backspace. You'll have to start all over like a rotary phone. If you know what a rotary phone is, let me know in the comments. I want to see how many people know what I'm talking about or know how to use a rotary phone. But that's it. Now you can travel anywhere in the galaxy that you're in. For instance, I always make my videos in the Euclid galaxy, so you must be in the Euclid galaxy to reach the destinations that I'm providing you. There is one last thing that we need to go over, and that's the GPS coordinates, or the location. Now, when you're searching for those numbers, you're going to need to know which direction is which. North and east, as it'll show here, north is positive for the left number, and east is positive for the right number. You can see underneath there on the cockpit, in where my name is, Darth Games. On that screen, that will show you your location. North is positive, east is positive, whereas south and west are both negative numbers. So if you need to go up or down, depending on which number, left or right, left is north and south, right is east and west. Positive north and east, negative south and west. This way you can locate that. Now, on pure S-Class ships, I am leaving communication nodes or the message beacons to help you find those. On the other ones, I'm not necessarily leaving them because you may want to look for a pure S class yourself. So I'm leaving that open to you, but the locations will always be there. I hope I answered everybody's questions today using portals and glyphs and coordinates. That way it's easier to find the ships that I share, or multi-tools that people share, or the different things that people share, or even just trying to find one of your friends. If you have any further questions, or if I missed something, let me know in the comments below. This information I feel is very important, not only for me, but for other content creators, to make sure that you can get in touch with or obtain the items that we want to make sure that you can obtain. I want to thank you for coming by today and spending your, say 12 minutes with me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot that 12 minutes is important to you. It's important to me also. Do me a big favor. Just have a great rest of your day, and thank you.